Hey, what is going on everyone, this is iReviews. In this video, I will show you the top 25 hidden features of the new iOS 10. On iOS 10 now you can easily switch between the front and the rear camera. You know the button used to be up here and now it's down here, and you can easily reach it with one finger and switch between cameras. On iOS 10, Apple has also introduced a new back button, which is the button that allows you to go back to an app when you open a link. You can see now it has been redesigned. On iOS 10, you can go to Settings, to General, then to Accessibility, and then go to Display Accommodations. If you go here, you can enable color filters. Just enable them right here, and then here you can choose different filters and apply them to your device. The Health app has also been redesigned on iOS 10, which is a thing that Apple didn't mention on their keynote. As you can see, when you open the Health app, now looks much better. It has a nice fresh look, it looks pretty cool, and I really like this more than the old Health app. A very cool hidden feature of iOS 10 is the new stopwatch. So you can see it looks very cool, pretty awesome stopwatch. Now you can change to the old one, but this is way cooler. You can also enable color tint on the same settings. Just go to General, go to Accessibility, then go to Display Accommodations, go to Color Filters and enable it right here. Then when you go here to color tint, you can see you can change the color tint of the screen, and you can apply different colors as the tint of the screen of your device. The Mail app on iOS 10 makes it easier for you to search for emails by suggesting you a few searches. So when you tap the search button on the Mail app, it will show you some suggested searches, and you can go ahead and do a quick search directly from here without even typing anything. On iOS 10, you can take a picture without stopping your music. On previous iOS versions, when you open the camera app, it will stop the now playing music, but on iOS 10 it won't. You can take a picture and still listen to your music. iOS 10 allows you to free up memory by deleting music that you haven't listened to in a while. So you go to Settings, you go to Music, and then here you have Optimize Storage, enable it, and here you can choose how much music you want to delete from your device. The Categories tab is back on the App Store on iOS 10. So you will have the Categories tab right here. If you go here, you will have 3 popular categories. So you have games, photos and videos, and entertainment. And then down here you have all the other categories. On iOS 10 now you can mark up photos. All you have to do is just open the Photos app, click the edit here on the photo, then click here, the dots right here, and then here you have markup. And as you can see here, you can mark up any of your pictures. Just click here to choose the color. This is pretty awesome. On iOS 10 you can now easily filter your emails. All you have to do is just tap this button right here, and then just go here and choose the way you want to filter your emails. Very easy to use and pretty useful. On iOS 10, if you go to Settings and go to Accessibility, you can enable a magnifier. Turn it on, and then you can enable it by triple tapping the home button, and you can see now this magnifier will show up and you can magnify things. Pretty cool. And you just tap the home button to dismiss it. Another feature that Apple didn't mention on their keynote, because it's a pretty small feature, is the new sound of the keyboard. As you can hear, the clicks on the keyboard are way softer. It has a softer sound. I don't know if you can hear from the microphone. It has changed the sound of the clicks on the keyboard. Another change on iOS 10 is the new animation when you open and close apps. If you take a quick look, you can see that the animation is not the same as on previous iOS versions. It has changed and now is much smoother. In the iMessage app, if you want to quickly send a handwritten message, all you have to do is just turn to the landscape mode, and you can type any message you want with your hand, and you can send it from here. Just click done and you're good to go. If you go to Settings on iOS 10 and you go to Photos and Camera, you can enable Show Holiday Events in Memories, which means that it will create memories based on the holiday events of your country. On iOS 10, when your device is locked, on the lock screen, it will show a lock button on the status bar. As you can see here, this will only show when you have your device locked with the passcode on iOS 10. On the new iOS 10 in the iMessage app, you will have a picture of the conversation that you're talking to right here at the top of the conversation, as you can see it right here. On iOS 10, you can go to settings, go to general, then go to accessibility, and when you go to LED flash for alerts, here you can choose whether you want to use the LED flash for alerts, or you can just use the LED flash when your iPhone is on silent mode. The notification sender on iOS 10 also has a few changes. As you can see now, you will have a clean looking notification sender, and all you have here is a search bar which you can use to search for anything on your device, which means that you can use your notification sender also as a spotlight search. The clock app on iOS 10 has also been completely redesigned. As you can see now, it features a dark theme which looks very awesome, and also now it has a new tab, a new feature called bedtime. On iOS 10 you don't have widgets on your notification sender, but if you're on an app, you're using an app and you open the notification sender, then you can swipe here to go to your widgets. This is a pretty cool feature, so you can use any of your widgets while you're working on an app. Folders on iOS 10 now have a new view. As you can see, when you open a folder, it will completely blur out the complete screen, and it looks pretty awesome. It has a nice blur and vibrant colors. It looks very good, way better than the folders on iOS 9. Another pretty cool feature of iOS 10 is that if you want to set a passcode and you choose a simple passcode like 1234, you can see it will tell you that this is a passcode which is commonly used and someone will easily guess it, so you have to take another passcode. You can choose this passcode, but it offers you to choose a better passcode for your device. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. For more videos, make sure you subscribe. Also go ahead and follow me on my social media. You will find the links in the description of this video.